8 days after his arrest, he was dead. Authorities said it was illness. His family says they were never shown the evidence.
Xu Na, born on the 8th of November 1968, is an independent artist, poet, and Falun Gong practitioner from Beijing. Her artwork has been selected for important exhibitions and has received national-level awards in China. Because of her belief in Falun Gong and her involvement in activities related to human rights and freedom of belief, she has been detained several times. In total, she has spent about 16 years in custody. Her husband, Yu Zhou, was a well-known musician who also practiced Falun Gong. After both were arrested in 2008, Yu Zhou died in detention only 8 days later. The circumstances surrounding his death have never been fully clarified. On the 20th of July 1999, Falun Gong practitioners from across China went to Beijing to appeal peacefully. Xu Na and Yu Zhou were among them. They arrived near Fuyu Street, where the National Petition Office is located. However, police had already prepared for the gathering. Practitioners were quickly placed onto large buses and taken to the Fengtai Stadium, where they were held under supervision. Xu Na later recalled seeing many young practitioners sitting quietly in the stadium. Police officers and reporters walked around them. It began to rain lightly, and she remembered that one practitioner even offered an umbrella to a police officer. Later, the practitioners were again placed onto buses and transported elsewhere. Yu Zhou ran toward the front of one of the buses and shouted emotionally, "Why? Please don't do this. Is wanting to be a good person wrong?" He was quickly restrained and taken away by police. Both he and Xu Na were then taken to Zhongguancun police station. At the station, Xu Na saw a courtyard filled with Falun Gong practitioners, many of them students and teachers from Renmin University. Surrounded by police, they were required to listen while authorities read official statements about Falun Gong. Later, Xu Na and Yu Zhou went to Tiananmen Square to express their appeal again. As soon as they exited an underground passage, plainclothes officers stopped them and asked, "Are you Falun Gong practitioners?" They answered simply, "Yes." Immediately, they were taken into waiting police vehicles and detained for about 1 month. Xu Na was later sent to Beijing Women's Prison. According to her later account, prisoners there slept only a few hours each night and were required to perform demanding labor during the day. On her first day, she was assigned to produce hundreds of sandal straps daily, a task that usually required long training for ordinary inmates. In later writings describing her experience, Xu Na said the conditions were extremely harsh. She described being deprived of sleep for extended periods and subjected to severe mistreatment. She later wrote that prison staff closely monitored detainees' physical condition during interrogations to ensure they remained conscious. Over time, Xu Na said she experienced numerous forms of physical and psychological pressure while in custody. Despite these circumstances, Xu Na and her husband did not abandon their beliefs. On the 26th of January 2008, while driving home, the couple was stopped by police for inspection. Officers reportedly found Falun Gong books and CDs in their car. Both were then taken to Tongzhou Detention Center. 8 days later, Yu Zhou, who had been healthy, was reported to have died in detention at the age of 42. Authorities stated that his death may have been related to illness or a hunger strike. However, the family requested further clarification. According to Xu Na, they asked for surveillance footage from the detention center but were later told that the cameras had malfunctioned. The results of an autopsy were never publicly released. For Xu Na and Yu Zhou's family, the questions surrounding his death remain unanswered.